The minutes of the War Cabinet have been sobering reading for Israelis. They show just how close this country really came to oblivion back in 1973. As Egyptian and Syrian troops smashed through Israeli lines towards Tel Aviv on Yom Kippur, Israel's Defence Minister, Moshe Dayan, was panicked and defeated. "I underestimated the enemy's strength and ability and overestimated our own troops' ability to hold the line," he said. "Our moral advantage cannot withstand this mass." He suggested pulling Israeli troops back, but not all of them. "In places we can't evacuate, we will leave the wounded." Within a week, Israel's army had rallied and taken the fight back to the Arab armies. But Israel's aura of invincibility had been shattered forever, and these papers show just how deeply. 37 years on, Israel's current cabinet has also been meeting. The country isn't under direct attack this time, but it is under enormous international pressure. Israeli media have been full of reports detailing an offer from the White House trying to get Benjamin Netanyahu to agree to another 60-day moratorium on building in the West Bank in order to stop the peace talks from collapsing. But the Israeli Prime Minister's office says a US proposal isn't even on the agenda. Benjamin Netanyahu might be fighting against the tide of international opinion, but here in Israel, he appears to be on very safe ground. A recent poll showed that 51% of Israelis support continued building in the West Bank, even if the rest of the world says it's illegal. On the other side, the poll says 2/3 of Palestinians say that if the building does continue, their leaders should walk away from the talks.
It is obvious that Israel insists on its settlements construction policy, and we are just not ready anymore to accept a cover-up to more settlement construction by Israel.
What happens afterwards isn't clear, but the mood here is far from positive. Israeli TV has this week broadcast an internet video that appears to show an Israeli soldier belly dancing next to a handcuffed and blindfolded Palestinian woman. The Israeli army says it denounces such behaviour and has launched an investigation. But this is not the first such incident involving Israeli soldiers, Palestinian prisoners and social media sites in recent months. Ben Knight, ABC News, Jerusalem.